Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Helen and my channel name is Helen Anyango. You can find me on Facebook as Helen Anyango. So it's been a while, yes, because I've been busy here and there. So I said today I must talk to you guys. We must learn again, or we must teach ourselves something. So you can imagine it's now 12 a.m. It's 12 midnight. So I had to do this right now, because if I don't do it now, I don't know again when I will do it, because during the day I really don't get time. So guys, today we'll be talking about how we usually overcome, how we emotionally overcome challenges or circumstances here in Gulf countries, how we emotionally overcome them. Okay, so stay tuned. And watch me until the end of the video, and hope you learn more. So thank you for tuning in. If you're watching me for the first time, please do subscribe down below and get notified by pressing the notification bell, so that when I post my next video, you'll be the first one to get alerted. So here I talk mostly about my life journey in Iraq as a house manager, and we talk more about our lives here in Gulf, what we go through, how we overcome them, the challenges and everything. So today I'm going to talk about, as the topic says down below, I'm going to talk about how I personally, let me talk about myself. I don't know how others do, but I believe it works for most of us. So for me, how I personally overcome emotional stresses, emotional challenges here in Gulf countries. So stay tuned and watch me until the end of the video. First of all, when you come here, especially when you come here as a house manager, so just know that we'll be staying indoors. You'll be staying indoors like for the rest of the 2 years if you will be here or so. So when you come here, a lot of things changes. Like your freedom changes so much. Maybe when you used to be back at home, you had a lot of freedom. You go to visit your friends. You have weekend family meetings. You can go maybe to the party, go to the clubs, enjoy yourself. You can mingle, have relationships. So when you come here, everything changes. Like everything changes. You are just there. So you will be in the same house. You'll be seeing the same people every day. You'll be doing the same job. So you will not be meeting with your friends physically. You will not be meeting with your relatives physically. You will not be meeting with any of your anyone. You will not be meeting with anyone physically. Like you will not be seeing them. So you just be talking to them on the phone. And you know the phone can never be enough, because sometimes you want to meet someone, you want to talk. So here you just be working, so you don't have that enough time for talking to everybody on the phone. So you get that the moment you come here, that's when even you start having homesicknesses, because you miss your family, you miss your children, you miss your friends, you miss your life, you miss your freedom and everything. So when you come here, you find that many of us fall into, start getting homesicknesses very early. And a lot of us, most of us maybe don't manage even to reach the 1 year, even 1 year or even 2 years. So we get that we have a lot of, we get emotionally drained so much, because we're not attached to those, our family members, maybe our friends, or our lifestyle. So the lifestyle here is very different, especially if you're coming as a house manager. Just know that you will be in the house for the rest of the time. You'll be here with them. So going out will not be easy, because even if you go out, you're going out with them. So that means that you don't have that enough freedom, that enough space to enjoy yourself. So that's most of the challenge that we get here. So anyone who is coming here, just know that when you're coming here, you'll be denying yourself a lot. You'll be denying yourself a lot. If you had maybe girlfriend, maybe boyfriend, so here when you come here, no relationship. You just be working, get your money, and that's it. So no much things, nothing much happens here. That's why you find that mostly we get emotionally drained a lot. So you find that if you don't have that your phone, it will be even worse. You'll even get depressed, because it's this phone that you can talk to your mother, you can talk to your father, you can talk to your children, you can talk to your friends, your relatives. So you find that at least this phone keeps us busy. When you finished your work, you can talk to 1, 2, 3 people, see how they are doing, and they make you, at least give you courage and all that. So point number 1, how I usually overcome my emotionally challenges, or how I usually overcome. I personally, what I do, at least I have 3 friends, maybe 3 or 2 friends. So when I get depressed, or when I'm down, when I don't feel like I'm active, when I just feel like I just need to lay down, like I just need to rest, I just don't need to do anything. So I'll just approach 1 or 2 of my friends, those who are in Gulf countries also, house managers like me. When you call them, or when you talk to one person who is also doing the same work as you are doing, you get that when you exchange words, or when you're communicating, you'll feel a little bit of courage, because you will tell them or you tell her how you feel, maybe what you're going through, or how the day was, and she'll also tell you, oh, my day was like this, in fact me, I was like this and that, mine was much. And when you exchange words, and again finally you come into agreement, maybe you tell someone, or they tell you, just continuing, because we're not here forever, it will come to an end someday. So it kind of gives you strength to move on, because at least you've talked your mind to someone who understands. It is much easier when you talk to one of your friends who is also here in Gulf countries. When you come here, at least you can find someone who is also in Gulf country, make friends, maybe your relative who also came here, or just your friend. Okay, so when you talk to them, it feels a little bit, relieving, because you share what you're going through, and you comfort each other. Yeah, that's one of the ways that I overcome my emotional challenges here in Gulf. I usually want to talk to someone, like I want to always talk to somebody, explain myself, talk my mind, and I get in return something comforting, some encouraging words. That really keeps me going. It has really kept me going, because there's nothing bad like if you're going through challenges, you don't have someone to talk to, you don't have someone to explain yourself or express yourself, you don't have someone to give you courage. It's very hard. This life is not easy. Life in Gulf country as a housemaid is not easy at all. It is very, very hard. Like, it is hard in a lot of ways. I can say in a lot of ways. It has a lot of challenges. So, yeah. Okay. The second thing that keeps me going is when they say count your blessings. So when you are here, or maybe I personally, I sit down and say, okay, for these 2 years I've done this and that, I've achieved this and that. It makes me feel like I did not waste my 2 years, or it makes me feel like I'm not the same person. So that keeps me going also, because I sit down and say, okay, these 2 years I've achieved this, I've been able to do this and that. So it keeps me going, because I will say, okay, maybe if I was in my country, I could have not done this one, or I could have not achieved this thing. So, or I could have not gotten to this level. So it's sometimes I sit down and say, okay, it's still worth it. Although the ups and downs are there, but we're still grateful, because it's still worth it. So that keeps me going. Sometimes I feel down, I remind myself, you have achieved this, you've done this, you want to do this. So it still keeps me going. Yeah. And I love memes. They call it memes or memes. These are funny things that make people laugh. I love them so much. So when I'm down, or maybe when I'm bored, I'll just be scrolling things and finding memes and keeping myself busy. I'll just be laughing alone, because it at least, a laughter a day is very good. So maybe sometimes you're just there, you're just there bored, maybe you miss to talk to someone is not available for you right now. So I'll just be scrolling and looking for memes, things that will make me laugh, any comedy thing, memes, they really keep me going here. I just love them naturally. So that's how I also overcome my emotional stress here. Last and least, and this is the best, is prayer. Prayer is the key to everything. So being in these countries, we really need to it really needs a lot of courage, a lot of patience, a lot of strength, because you know the strength you'll be using here, working day in, day out, working the extra hours, working late nights. It's not easy. So prayer is like prayer open all doors. So you pray, ask God for strength, because you need God to give you the strength to be able to work. Pray, ask God to give you the patience. 2 years is not a joke. Like 2 years is not a joke, because you know you're living in a foreign land, in a foreign family, foreign country, foreign people. Everything has changed. Your life has changed. Like your lifestyle has changed. You know, so you'll be going through a lot. Sometimes you get emotionally drained. Most of the times you miss home, everything. So just pray and ask God for patience. You need to get enough patience. Be patient until you finish your time, until you're able to go back home. So patience, strength, you ask for strength each and every time. Just be prayerful, and even pray about your health, you know, because you have to be working every day and you have to be healthy. So you ask God for health. So prayers answers everything. Like when you pray, when you put God first in everything, I think you can be able to even solve much of emotional problems, because it's God who has been with us since we came to these countries, and it's God who will protect us until when we go. So we need God in everything, like into our day-to-day life, to solve everything, every our problems. Just pray, and I think prayer is the best thing. So that was how I overcome my emotional challenges here in Gulf countries. I don't know about you. I don't know what you go through. I don't know how you overcome them, because everyone has a way of overcoming them. So that was my way, or that was what I have been doing. It has been helping me here and there, you know, for those years, for the state that I've been here. It has been helping me here and there. Thank you guys for watching and staying tuned until the end. And if you have not subscribed until now, please do subscribe. Comment down below, let me know what you go through, or maybe let me know what how you overcome your emotions. Maybe it can help me, or it can help someone, because we have a lot of tactics of overcoming our emotions here in Gulf countries. So I know we have groups, we chat there, we talk to friends, we meet new people, we discuss, we share things a lot. So we have a lot of ways of overcoming our emotional problems here in Gulf. And in that way, you can hear someone saying they have stayed maybe for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 4 years, you know, and they're still there. So it's just about mastering your ways, or getting your ways of how you can be able to overcome the emotional challenge. Because as I said in the beginning of the video, when you come here, things really do change. Everything changes. Everything changes. So you know that your emotions will also change, because when you come here, the life you used to be living back at home is not the life that you will get here. You know, everything changes. So you have to find a way of overcoming your emotional problems, or else you'll get depressed, or even run crazy. You know, it's not easy. But if you find a way, maybe you can use the ways that I've told you here. Find someone who can be talking to, expressing yourself to, opening up to, you know, pour your heart, speak your mind. Someone who will understand you, someone who is also doing the same job, someone will also give you advice, help you. It will help a lot.